Hello everyone, welcome to the QuesterMage and Mage's Quest to talk about games. In today's video I want to talk about the PAC-MAN Museum Plus coming to Nintendo Switch. Please note this is not intended to be a review of the game itself. I tried to collect relevant information on the games, digest user feedback while adding my own observations and or opinions, condensing these into an informational video which I hope is helpful and or enjoyable. We have a few videos talking about games, mostly arcade and retro on the channel. If you'd like to watch these then please take a look. If you like our content and want to help the channel grow, please click that like, subscribe and notification bell for more of our content in the future. If you are one of the 55 subscribers on the channel so far, thank you very much. It is literally the only way this channel can grow. For this video I'll be focusing on the regular retail version of this game for the Nintendo Switch. At this time I can't find any special or collector's edition for this game. This collection does seem to include our friend Game in a Box. Not its nemesis code in a box, but Game in a Box itself. The games that make a part of this collection are based on the classic arcade Pac-Man titles in its 40+ year history. The studio working on this game is Bandai Namco Games. The launch date will be the 27th of May 2022 for the US and the 26th of May 2022 for Japan and Asia. As I just mentioned, the available regions so far are US, Japan and Asia. The platforms it will be available for will be the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and Windows platforms. Games-wise, this collection comes with 14 games. That's Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-N-Pal, Pac-Land, Pac-Mania, Pac-Attack, Pac-In-Time, Pac-Man Arrangement, the arcade version, Pac-Mania Arrangement, the console version, Pac-Man Championship Edition, Pac-Motos, Pac-N-Roll Remix, Pac-Man Battle Royale, and Pac-Man 256. Moving on to features, this collection boasts the following: a custom in-game 3D arcade, where the more you play, the more missions or achievements you unlock, and the more coins you earn. You can customize your in-game arcade by spending coins on item categories like cabinet, decoration, figures, wallpaper, and flooring. Please note that the coins so far seem to be an in-game form of currency. We have arcade borders, a jukebox, a game guide, online leaderboards, multiplayer where you have local multiplayer which is hot seat gameplay, and online multiplayer which is the versus gameplay. Side note here about the online leaderboards, they do make mention that these aren't just for high scores, they will be for high scores, coins collected, dots eaten, and more. If we take a look at that game list again, in the trailer the following 8 games all seem to be compatible with co-op, and these 3 games seem to be compatible with online multiplayer. Moving on to what we don't know, a physical retail box in the EU region. This game will apparently only be available in a physical retail box in the US, Japan, and Asia. I did not see a retail version of this game for the EU region. Hopefully this will change. Save and load states. Now, not that I think this feature is needed, but maybe it would be a feature that some might want. So far, no mention whether save or load states will be available. Screen scaling. Screen scaling is a feature that I often talk about. Depending on the user, different people like to play their games in different ways. Usually you'd expect to see options like pixel perfect, full stretch, or 4:3 TV mode. Some users hate full screen stretching and others prefer it. As we are talking about a handheld machine, I do think this feature should be here, but we just don't know if it is. Lastly, looking at any requests that I might have. A physical retail box in the EU region. As I mentioned in the previous segment, it is weird that the EU region does not seem to be getting the Pac-Man Museum Plus in a physical retail box. The request would definitely be to change this. Being a popular franchise, I do think that there are a lot of fans that would like to buy this game in a physical retail form on the European continent. I do think that games in general should have a physical retail box, but for retro games and collections, even more so. Collectibles in the box. Once again, we are seeing basically blank boxes with a game inside. If this is a celebration of Pac-Man's 40+ years, why not add some collectibles inside the game box? Like an arcade flyer or a Pac-Man coin, something to that effect. I know this would possibly rise the cost, but I do think it would also add value for the consumer and more so for the fans of the series. All in all, this collection does seem to include a good amount of games and features. In my view, this is another good retro game collection coming for Nintendo Switch, and hopefully these retro games and collections will continue to be available on this and other platforms in a physical retail box. So what do you all think of the Pac-Man Museum Plus coming to the Nintendo Switch? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? How would you change it? Please leave your impression down in the comment section. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much again for watching. If you want to help out the channel, please click that like, subscribe, and notification bell for more of our content in the future. And until then, thanks again.